Guys, so I guess it is a little bit weird that I'm doing such a big project for my first video. Um, but I'm planning on building a sort of robot suit, made out of cardboard mostly, but it's gonna be for not making it for Halloween, but I think I can use it for Halloween, but that's not the whole point of it. But I guess in this video I'm just gonna basically go over most of the stuff I'm gonna be doing. I hope it isn't gonna be a long video, but let's get into it. Where should we start? I think we should start with the helmet. So I have I don't know what this is. It's like a paintball mask, I think. Not completely sure. But as you can see, I've already started work on it. I have foam, I have the grill part torn out, and I have corkboard on it. I'm going to be redoing this part up here, but I took the strap off since this is just a mask. But where'd that go? Oh, I have this foam piece I built, and it's going to go in the back like this. And it's going to hold the mask, and I'm going to build support pieces all the way up to the front of the mask up here and cover them in like little plates of foam. And I'm going to turn this mask into a helmet. And I have little LED strips such as this. They're for motorcycles, and they run off of 12 volts, but they work perfectly fine with 9 volts. And I think I'm going to use that for the mask maybe. Like I might, since this is a little strip like this, there's little cut pieces where you can cut these in half and solder it and it'll still work. I think I'm gonna put one of those maybe underneath to shine down, or maybe over here if I keep this grill. But another thing I thought would be pretty cool is if I built like kind of headlights on it. They're not gonna be too big, but let's see here. I have some LED, like little square LEDs that are on a little circuit board. They run on, as you can see, 2 to 3 volts. But I think if I find the right lens for them, I think it will be a pretty bright headlight, and it should be pretty effective, and it should look cool. So I think we should start moving on to the back piece because that's the lesser detailed one. So on the back of the suit, I want a big fire extinguisher tank. This is gray. I obviously painted it already. I'm gonna be stripping this off though. Obviously gonna do it a lot nicer, as you can see, but I'm gonna use primer and everything too for it. But I'm gonna make this yellow, and I'm going to put pipes and everything around it, and a little light on the top of this. But it's kind of hard to describe with words. Basically, I'm going to have tubes that come up and go around the side of it and into the helmet. And then on the other side, the tubes are going to come out of the helmet and go on an angle down into the suit. And there's going to be a little grill for a Peltier module. Peltier module I'll have to explain a little bit since most of you may not know what it is. This is a Peltier module. I'm going to kind of brief over this. I'll go more over it later as I'm working on it. But it's a little ceramic tile with electronics inside of it. And basically you put power through it and one side gets hot and one side gets cold. And there's this little water block which is hollow and you pump water through it. It's made out of aluminum, so it's very heat conductive. So you put that on the water block on the cold side. You put a heat sink on the hot side to distribute the heat. And what that does is you pump water through the water block and it cools down as it goes through. And these are usually built for like stuff like PCs, but I'm using it to cool the inside of the suit because suits can get quite hot on the inside, and I don't want to be overheating or anything. But this is how far I got so far. I have this block of foam, And I have little foam wedges. As you can see, this is number 2. So it's best fit to go in right here. And I'm going to glue these in later, but they will be supports for this. And I'm going to put backpack straps on this end, and maybe a little foam, like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm basically going to put padding and stuff on the back side of this until it's comfortable for me to wear and it matches the curvature of my back. But I'm going to be building like foam plates and stuff all around the suit as like armor pads. But that's basically it for the back. On the front, I also have another picture for this, but basically there's going to be wire tubes. I don't exactly know how to describe them. They're like little tubes that you put over top of bundles of wires so they don't get scratched up or cut. They're going to be running into tubes that are just going to be Pepsi bottles. It's going to be this middle part of the Pepsi bottle, but basically it's going to be filled with like a dark green or dark green fluid, like such as colored green water. But there's going to be the Pepsi bottles filled with dark green water. And there's going to be a little tube on the inside, a smaller tube, which is going to light up with LEDs, which is going to be a lighter green. So there's also going to be a water or an air pump that pumps little bubbles up through the tubes just for added effects. These are just little incandescent tubes for interior lights and older cars. I have everything in bags because it organizes everything better. If my camera will focus, this is what they look like. Here you go. This is a better view. But they're just little incandescent tubes, and they light up pretty well. They're meant for 12 volts. Like I said, they're interior car lights. But I'm going to be running these off of 4.5. See, that's 3.5. 4.5 is about there. So I'm going to be running most of this small stuff on D-sized batteries. They have a much higher or much longer duration. I think it's called charge capacity or something. But it has 1.5 volts and has a lot more amp hours. I don't remember what it's called, but I don't want to use 9 volts. I want to use these as little as possible because they are small, but they die quickly. They're more expensive, and they heat up sometimes if I run them too long. Speaking of running them too long, I'm going to have a lot of switches inside the suit. I'm going to hopefully build a little piece on my arm so I can flip a latch up and have these little switches. And these are just, of course, little normal switches. Just 2 ways. For some of the more complex components, such as the Peltier module, I might want to have a 3-way switch to turn it on forwards and backwards, because the Peltier module can be used to heat up and cool down water. It's supposed to be used to cool down water, though. But over here, this is a transformer. You can pick these up from microwaves, but those are really big. Mine is actually from a pool heater. The transformer burned up, or at least some of the wires did. And I got this out. I unwound the secondary coil. I have a couple bundles such as this. But I'm going to be wrapping yellow electrical tape around the where the copper wire is right now, just to make it look nicer. But I'm going to be doing all this in the next video. But basically, as you can see here, it's going to kind of sit like that, and there's going to be wires coming up from underneath and going back down into the material. I haven't decided yet for the material of the back piece, or the front piece actually, the main support for the front piece. But I'm really not very far into this project yet. But yeah, that's pretty much it. One more thing, I might have to build cardboard boots. I might just use my old sneakers and put cardboard plates on the outside. But hopefully I'm going to put like padding under it so it'll make me look taller. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video when I start working on this stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please comment and tell me what I can do better on my videos. And I guess I'll see you later. Bye.